Well, today it's terriers. I have two Great Western livery and East Kent and Bodiam loco. Sorry, I had to remember which one it was. One that I travel on myself a few times. It's Kent and East Sussex, not East Kent at all. We live not too far from there, so we do occasionally nip down and go for a ride. Bodiam Castle is my favourite castle of all time, and so it seemed obvious to get the loco with the same name. So I did. Well, I've had it for a while. None of these are recent purchases at different times. I'm just trying to think what I can put on the something completely different on the other line. The auto train is going backwards and forwards. That's being pulled by the little Hornby 060 saddle tank engine Henry, and runs jolly nicely on that line as well. I seem to have got that working properly now, the shuttle, so I'm quite pleased with that. And here he comes into shot. I usually have that one running in one with something on it. It varies. The terrier that you can hear, it's the one on the outer line, and the blue one are actually quite different. That one does struggle. Well, I wouldn't say it struggles up the hill there, but it certainly likes to make a noise about it. The blue one is the Hornby, and in a moment I'll tell you what the other one is, because as usual I forgot to look. I've also got a little, well, I'm not sure what it is, a P class loco. It's not a lot different. It's a Hatton's one, but I'm struggling to get it to. I bought it with a known fault, which is rough running, which it is, and as yet I haven't got it running properly. So I was going to run that today, but I've decided against that. The outer one is Dapol. Of course it is. If only I could remember things, I'd be fine. The only problem with using a stationary camera, of course, is you get these long periods of nothing, and even though I started the locos miles apart, they end up passing the camera almost at the same time, and then nothing happens at all. It's why I usually try and run 3, so that we've got something in shot nearly all the time. Hasn't worked today though. So on that note, I think we'll shut off there. overview of where we are. This board here, let's just come out a bit, that's removable, and that's where my small workbench fits. So anything fitted to this board has to be fixed to it. Most of the other buildings are removable. Anything tall is removable. Especially the water tower, which I'm forever knocking off or knocking over. So I still haven't quite decided. I've got the wee school there, and then from there on we'll just see what happens. We're getting there. No population yet. That will come a bit later. Lots of little bits and pieces to do. Still a few things I haven't decided. The goods area, sorry, the refueling depot, or dash depot, let's call it. I think I call this part the sidings. It's nice and grubby, as you can see. Filthy, dirty and oily. A bit more work to be done on that. Loos are fitted. And a few bits and pieces there. And that's obviously the main station, including my little that's what the camera sits on when it's going around the track, and that's what pulls it, because they go so deliciously slow. And here comes the auto train. That one goes into that platform there. I've got various different things I can put on that. One of these days I will actually get the express parcels moving. It does work, but it's a bit sluggish. Needs a little bit of attention. There's a very small refueling depot there, just for, I suppose, any diesels that might be on that outer line, because they can't get to this one. And there's one of the signal boxes. This one has an interior fitted, but I don't think we'll be able to see that. No. Oh, and actually has a figure on it. There we are. That's all for now. Cheerio. I don't know if this will get them all in. I think it will. I'll move it back a little bit. Just do one more turn, and then we'll call it a day. And I just note this is the first time, well, since the summer, that I've had to use a heater in the shed. It's been so warm in here over the summer, and it does, I've got it pretty well insulated, but things are beginning to cool down a bit now. I'm just going to stop there for a moment, see if we can get slightly better light. A superb little loco, that one. And we'll stop the Kerr Stewart in shot as well. Perhaps even go back a little bit. You can hear that Dapol one whining away now. And we'll stop that when it comes into shot. Occasionally you'll hear what sounds like a real train. That's because we live at the top of a cutting, and from the house you can't really hear them. You get used to it, I suppose, but certainly in the shed I do hear the trains going past, so I can't really complain about that, can I? And that's that. Thanks for watching. Bye.